foreign to us in Christianity sometimes, but it's called the suffering God. Jürgen Moltmann, a great theologian, many years ago said God suffers. And people thought, well, how does God suffer? Well, there is something to be said about it. The silence of the Father while Jesus is on the cross is deafening. You see, Jesus came and he emptied himself. And what does he do? He suffers here on earth like a human being. He becomes one of us. He's still God. He's God's perfect man, man's perfect God, all wrapped up into one. But he becomes a human being and lives just like us. And he learns what it is to die. He learns what it is to lose friends. He learns what it is to be mocked, to be ridiculed, to be beaten, all the things that we may suffer. He has to go through it. So he suffered that way. But there's something happening on the cross. Even God the Father, he's silent. Well, what does that mean? Well, Moltmann kind of pulls it out and he says, the Father is learning what it's like to lose a child. He's learning what it's like to lose a piece of himself. And as somebody who has lost a child, I can tell you, when they placed that coffin in the ground, I felt a piece of me go in the ground. I really did. God himself is learning what it's like to suffer. Maybe that's why he's silent while Jesus is on the cross. He's learning what it's like to lose a piece of himself. He's learning what we go through. So the suffering God, always remember, God understands your suffering. Why? Because he has actually been through it himself. So the next time you're suffering, the next time you're going through something, and you say, where's God? What's going on? Just remember, he suffers also. And he goes through suffering with you. And I pray today that we need a God who understands our suffering, and we have one. And he'll go with us to the very end.